So in this video I will show you how to do this beautiful stitches here. So this is part of my cowl pattern which is coming up, and if you're watching it later on, so the pattern will be available, or is already available in my Ravelry. So for knitting this stitch we use two stitch, like, you know, or say slightly different stitch. Okay, the bottom is also beautiful, so it's like not floats anywhere here. And I usually cut the yarn because there, whenever I change the color, you know, either you can carry at the back of the work or you can cut it. So I usually like cutting it. Okay, so here for this I cut it and then, you know, sew the ends. So let's do it. So I have two stitches here, like, you know, to make this beautiful stitches. So there is one dip stitch, first dip stitch and second dip stitch. Okay, so for the first dip stitch, you know, let's do the second dip stitch first for this pattern, because I'm making this video in the middle of my work. So I'm loosely tying it because later on I'll just, you know, untie it and then sew the ends. Okay, let me grab a stitch marker. Okay, so stitch marker to mark the beginning of the round. And then so here for the this is, okay, let me come a bit closer. So this is the dip stitch, second dip stitch. Okay, so for the second dip stitch what we have to do is we have to create long stitches. Okay, so long stitches in these yarn over. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we are going to create this dip stitches through this. So for the first one, you know, so first one, okay, here, okay, we have to create it here. So insert your needle, okay, like this. Okay, it's because of this stitch marker, you know, it's a bit fiddly. Wrap the yarn twice and then knit a stitch. Okay, so this is our first dip stitch. Okay, second dip stitch, okay, third dip stitch, fourth dip stitch. Okay, so remember that we are wrapping the yarn twice. Okay, and then fifth and sixth. So this is for the second flower stitch. Okay, so let's remember this is for the second flower because we have the edging here. And then the next one, what we have to do is knit for 1 2 3 and 4 and knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, SSK. Okay, so now this is the first flower stitch and we'll do the dip stitch again. The difference is here, you know, because we just start with the dip stitches. Okay, so here in the pattern, the first flower stitch we said knit 3, 1 2 and 3, and then we do the first flower. And so let's do the dip stitches again. So for the first dip stitch we are going to knit a stitch from this yarn over. Okay, insert the needle, wrap it twice, then here wrap it twice, knit a stitch, third one, okay, fourth one, fifth one and sixth one. Okay, and then knit 4. Okay, so that's it. And then I will come back to show you how to make this flower stitches. Okay, once I complete this entire round, because the entire round is just a repeat of this. So I'll come back to show you this. Okay.
Okay, so that's it. And then I will come back to show you how to make this flower stitches. Okay, once I complete this entire round, because the entire round is just a repeat of this. So I'll come back to show you this. Okay.
Okay, So I have completed knitting the entire round, and now we are going to create the flower stitches. Okay, so for the flower stitches, okay, so this one is flower number 2. Okay, so let's do flower number 2. So we are going to unwrap these dip stitches we did. Okay, unwrap the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one. Okay, so we unwrap all the stitches. Okay, and then we are going to put them back on the left needle like this. Okay, and then we are going to knit this stitch. Okay, so usually along with this, so we have 6 dip stitches and 1 stitch, so we have 7 stitches, and we are going to knit all of them together. Okay, so one is you can knit like this, all of them, and then pull it out like this, and that's it. Okay, and then we are going to knit till we have the dip stitches again. Okay, okay, so we have the dip stitches again. So usually what I like to do, for me it's pretty easy because I have been doing it for quite some time. So I don't do it like unwrap one by one, but you can still do unwrap one by one, but I would just unwrap all of them like this together. Okay, I insert my right needle through all these 6 stitches. Okay, and then unwrap all of them. Okay, that's it. And then I would knit this stitch. Okay, like this, and just pass this long stitches over. I find this easier. Okay, so if you find this easier, you can do it, or you can do the first one first, the first way I did it. So let's do the first way again. So these are just tutorials to help you do it, and you can find your own way, or which is more easier than mine. That's perfectly fine, but I'll just show you again the first way. So okay, so unwrap each one of them, all the dip stitches. Okay, we have to unwrap 6 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and pass all the 6 stitches back to the left needle. Okay, and then insert your right needle through the 6, and then the last one 7 stitches, and knit all of them through the back loop. So there are 7 stitches, and then free all the 7. So that's it. Okay, and again let's do the second way, different way, which I do it. So the easier way, I find it that easier. So, but it's okay, everybody has their own choices of doing it, and you can find your own choice. Okay, so let me do the second way again. Okay, so for me, how I do it is insert my right needle through all the 6 stitches like this, free all of them at once. The 7 stitches I will knit it through the back loop. No, this is not back loop, this is normal knitting. Okay, and then pass all these 6 stitches like this. How easy is this? Yeah, that's it. Okay, one more time. Let's do one more time. I just love this stitch, so let me do it one more time. Okay, one more time. Insert your right needle through all the 6 stitches, unwrap all of them together, knit the 7th one, or knit the first one on the left needle, and then pass the 6 stitches over the stitch. Yay, that's it. We are done. And you can see how beautiful they look. So I started with this variegated yarn, and then I thought the stitch definition is not as great, but I like it as a border. And then I started with 3 different colors. I'm going to add few more, and then we'll complete the cowl, and the pattern will be available soon. And if we are watching it later on than today, so the pattern is already on my Ravelry store. Okay, you can check the description to the link to the pattern. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.